I think it's understanding firstly what the actual challenge is. It could be a variety of different things, but getting to the root of the challenge first can sort of help us know whether we can help or not, and sort of consult and advise them, I would say.
Definitely, yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think it's important that we understand the culture of the business, what works in their team, what hasn't worked in their team, again, to help us get it right first time.
Yeah, I think key things are knowing exactly what their last recruitment process is, or like, again, what their ambitions are and where do we fit into that.
Yeah, where we're going to be able to add the most value.
Pretty much,
Process,
yeah.
I think in the market today, it's salary. A lot of the time we'll take a brief and it gets down to the salary, and it's like, I'm looking for an experienced Tesco NAM for 50 grand and it just doesn't exist.
No,
and
that might have worked last time you were hiring, but it's
not anymore.
No. A lot of businesses think that it's going to be easy to recruit on the strength of their brand, which can be the case. A lot of businesses do have fantastic brands, but there are a lot of fantastic brands out there, and that's not going to be the only differentiating factor.
No. Yeah, and I think obviously making sure that, you know, the whole setup is attractive for candidates as well, because although it's great to have, you know, 5 days in office, like what we do, FMCGs need to be offering, you know, some hybrid setup or some like flexibility.
Yeah.
Obviously salary's a big piece of that, but again, it's looking at things as a wider attractive package, just given how competitive things are now in the market.
Totally agree, because salary is definitely important, but it doesn't all come down to salary. It's all those wider bits and pieces that, that's not always clear on the job ad.
The direction, and I think progression is another thing as well that everyone wants now. We work with all the high performers in the industry, and they want progression. They want to know that what they're doing in the next year can step up to something more senior, or there's another area.
Yeah, or not just upwards progression, but wider development.
Yeah.
What is it going to add to their career that they haven't already had so far, or they're not going to get from elsewhere?
Yeah.
I think we spend so much time working with candidates that aren't necessarily active, so we can really understand what their motivators, what it is they're looking at to get out of their career, what kind of brands, businesses are going to be of interest. So when we are working with the right client, we can access them quickly. I suppose that works on both sides as well, that the longest standing relationships we've got with clients, it makes it easier to pair with the candidates as well.
I just naturally think that regardless if you're hiring someone or if you're taking a new job yourself, it's life-changing.
Yeah.
And you need to know someone on a certain level to understand genuinely, are they committed into this? Is this something that's really going to be worth the move for them?
A lot of it is to have a relationship with the people in our market, but also knowing as much as we can about the market and what type of candidates are in London or the Midlands and different channels. And it's really, in my opinion, like knowing the market, so when something does come up, you can already start thinking when you're taking a brief, like, oh, I know somebody that'd be perfect
such a body would love this.
Even though they're not actively really looking for anything, actually with this type of business, this role, like I feel like they could be interested.
It makes your calls more efficient as well. When you're calling up your network and you know that if they see your name calling, you know that it's going to be something that's genuinely going to be worth answering the phone to. Over time of us getting to know people, we can put actual relevant, more specific jobs in front of them.
Yeah, because I suppose we've mentioned like their candidates' motivators and what they're looking for, but I suppose understanding what the concerns are and what they're not interested in and what the reasons behind that is just important to help him get it right first time.
Yeah, definitely.
Detail, I think that's something that we're massive on, is throughout the whole process, it's detail from the start in a detailed job brief, really understanding what they need, what they're looking for, what works well.
I think also just doing what you say you're going to do as well, as simple as that sounds. I think it loses a lot of credibility when there's a lot of over-promising and then under-delivering. And a lot of the work that we like to do is it does come with natural long-term networking and relationship building.
Yeah, it does. I mean, everything that we do, we're trying to change the way people feel about recruitment. And I think, like you've said, just doing the basics, doing what you promised. If you said you're going to give someone feedback, give them the feedback. If you said you're going to give them a call, give them a call. It's not that hard to get right.
Yeah, recruitment is not that technical. It's pretty straightforward, but you just need the right people in there. That just takes time and more longer term thinking instead of it being like a quick win.
I think it all links to trust at the end of the day, like from both a candidate and client perspective. Throughout a whole process with the feedback and the detail, it's like you're building that element of trust up with the candidates and the clients.
firstly, I'd want to know why.
And asking the right questions and understanding what are the frustrations and understanding if we can help with those frustrations, because we're not a business that says yes to everything. It depends on what those frustrations are and whether we can add value, I think.
A lot of the time, frustrations come down to the fact that they've not seen the value in the recruitment process that they've been through before. So it's making sure that we're aligned in that respect, because you don't want to waste anyone's time.
And it's their expectations as well of like, genuinely, what are they wanting? And if what they are wanting isn't achievable, then probably no one's told them that. And they're probably getting quite frustrated with a never-ending cycle of getting the same feedback, and probably bad quality as well of CVs. But again, you need to get into the detail of, okay, what are your expectations here? And then we would be there to advise on what actually is achievable.
Again, just working with one trusted partner makes a massive difference in being able to take the time to map the market, to understand what the business needs are, what it is that they really do need to get, because you don't want people flinging CVs like all over the place. Doesn't help.
I hope you've heard in what Bruce, Sarah and Joe have said is that everything we do is built on networks and trust. Without that, you simply can't find those high quality candidates, those people who make a positive impact to business performance. One of the biggest underestimations that clients make when hiring is thinking that these high quality candidates can be delivered within a matter of days. They can't. A famous principle of the Navy SEALs is slow is smooth, smooth is fast. When I say slow, I mean 2 to 3 weeks for a shortlist delivery, to find those right first-time candidates who will make the intended difference to your business. I'd say that was pretty fast, wouldn't you? Ultimately, recruitment is about building something that lasts, both for you and for the people you bring into the business. This is what provides long-term results. And in that process, we hope we manage to change the way you feel about recruitment.